Hello everyone. Hopefully chat pops up here. Hopefully. I might need to move something. Yeah, I do. Bear with me. I've been changing stuff around, as you can probably tell. Now it should work. Josh is with us, Dennis with us, Ben's with us, Dennis is with us. Steve's joined us, we had to go back to work. Stuff and things. Garnett's with us. Right, chat's popping up. Awesome stuff. Yep. Just checking through the settings here, fella. Neil's joined us. Hello, Neil. Just checking through the settings here, making sure I've got everything good. I can make that chat box a bit bigger, I think. Just trying to change things up so that we keep everything fresh. My BCRC logo's in the wrong bloody place. What are you doing down there? That should go ahead of that. There we go. Other than that, I think everything's pretty much right. RC stream. It's been a while. My camera's a bit off. I keep having to change everything, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass, if I'm honest. Let me quickly have a look at... That's angled correctly. I'll be right with you, chat. 1 second. So I'm having to change stuff all the time because of the gaming stream and such, and I have to move everything back and forwards, and it's a real pain in the ass, if I'm honest. I need more stuff. Need more stuff, guys. How's the mic? Is the mic good? Can you hear me all right? It's not too loud? Minimise, please. Come on. Minimise. There we go. Painful. Painful stuff. Mouse Arena, you can sit over there. Australia, Harley's with us. Hello, Harley. I'm gonna forgot to change my account. Okay, cool. No worries. Awesome. My view count's not there either. Why's that not there? Did we delete that? I think we might have. View count. Bear with me 1 second, fellas. I like it when stuff works. I don't like it when stuff doesn't work. I can't even see the box for it. Where's my view counter box? Remove. Yeah. Gaming equipment goal. Well, it's an option. The only problem is the goal will be about $2,000. Yes. Add. Browser source. If anyone wants to learn how to do this streaming stuff, let me know and I'll do my best to teach us. Here we go. Pop up. Load. Bam. View count. That way I can see how many of you blokes are here watching, which is kind of important, I think. Stay. Lock into position. Done. Jim's with us. Hello, Jim. It's been too long, mate. Been way too long. Right, so what are we going to do today? Well, it's just a bit of a stuff around day today because not a lot of sleep, not much plan, blah, blah, blah. Here we are. So I've got Hannah's truck sitting here. We've got the baby blue. Does it look blue in this picture? For those of you that are colourblind. Excuse me. It is an anodised blue. So it's not your typical blue. It's almost like a chrome blue. I'm noticing my chat box has been a bit of a poo. When you guys write messages, I think some of them are dropping too low, and that defeats the whole purpose of this big black box just here for chat. I gave you your own box and everything. Stay. Let me fix that. Sorry. And then we're gonna have a look at the body and what wheels we're gonna put on Hannah's truck and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete chat box. There. Remove. Yes. And then I'm going to add the chat box. A lot of work goes into running these bloody streams, you know. Okay. Now, we're going to move chat box over here. We're going to now it's popping up. We're going to go now. Put about like that. Hopefully that works. Hopefully you can keep me entertained while I'm driving up and down the dreaded South Road. Ugh. I hate South Road, man. I used to drive South Road every morning, every afternoon in a 74 Fairlane. That was the best part of doing the drive. But South Road's trash, mate. South Road wrecked the front left shock in my 94 Fairlane. When the first car I had over here, just obliterated it. With all the manhole covers. Wreck stuff. Right. Chris said he wishes he could join us, but his lunch break's just finished. So, shout out to Chris. Right, so, I'm so distracted. So we've got Hannah's body. Now, the first thing I have to do on Hannah's body is, some of these decals, and you'll get this with cheaper bodies, decals don't like to stay on, which is really annoying. Okay? Like, the tail light decals and such. So much so, I can just grab that one, peel it off. Grab that one, peel it off. That one I did super glue, so it stayed there. That one, peel it off. And those two stayed there. Right. Now that's beeping annoying. Okay? When a decal that's bent just pops off. John Day's joined us. Hello, John. Bronco sitting just here, Dennis. Got some love going for the Bronco too today. So there's a couple of tricks around decals with curves. You can get something like a hairdryer out. Now don't get too close. Heat up the decal, then put it on. Hold it, let it cool down. Then it'll hopefully remember the shape. Another option you've got is, look, won't stick to the body, sticks to my bench. Pain in the ass. Right, another trick is, you grab your decal and you bend it. Right, so this is a pretty straightforward curve, so we're just going to give that a bit of a bend. Like, hopefully the close-up cam still works. I'm going to bend my decal, alright, you can see that's bent now. I'm going to do a bit more. Now I'm expecting to have to glue this on, because these decals have been nothing but a bitch since I tried to put it on in the first place, which didn't help the whole rushing to build the body thing. So that's got a nice bend in it now, you can see that. So hopefully now it'll cooperate a bit and do as it's told. Now that it's got a bend, it'll try and actually hug the corner instead of just coming off. That's the plan. So I'm just going to stick that on there lightly, and if a corner comes up, I'm going to grab some glue later. I'm going to put the glue underneath the corner of the decal, and I'm going to hold it there until it won't move, and then I'm going to grab some masking tape and just mask the whole thing down and leave it overnight. That's how you fix shitty, irritating decals. Unfortunately, the decals in this truck were the biggest letdown of the body. So this was just something I needed to fix real quick because it was giving me the McShots. So I bend that decal. You almost want to give it a little bit of a crease just so it remembers the bend. If you stick it together, just grab your little knife and separate it again. Lovely. Come on. Cooperate. Lovely. Awesome. Sticky that back on there. Awesome stuff. The only one that I can't see that I took off, which is annoying, is the reverse light. Adam's joined us. Hello, Adam. There it is. Come here, you shit. Oh, it's running away. So yes, CA glue. Yes, I've got CA glue, but I mean that's what I use. That's what super glue is. But unfortunately, it doesn't cooperate all the time either. And you don't want to end up with heaps of excess CA glue everywhere. So now we'll pretty much leave this for the afternoon. Check it tonight, and if there's corners coming up, we glue down the corners. That's how you show decals who's boss. That one's going to be a shit. I know it's going to be a shit. But anyway, that's just a little part of today. That one's already starting to lift there because it's a pain in the ass. So, what I'm thinking is, we've got Hannah's truck here, right? This body's obviously going on it. Let me remove this. This body's going on Hannah's truck. That might work sweet as a nut. That's sitting back there. Awesome. Yeah, that should work. So, you'll remember this. Man, that light is really shitting me with that camera. It's washing everything out. There's sort of not much I can do about it. We're just going to have to deal with it for today. So what I want to do is, I want to mount this bumper on this truck, and we're going to cut the factory bumper off that. That's our plan. That's one of our plans. Now, I'm going to make up my own magnet mount system for this, like I did with the Raptor Trx4. So I'm going to jump on possibly tonight, depending on if I've got the time, and design a magnet mount that'll use the same magnets I used on the Trx4. Put this in here. The front will only lift so far. The rear, obviously, will lift all the way up to the top, and just have the magnet mounts on the back of it. So I'll have to measure the gap between this and all that fun stuff. At the same time too, I've got to get rid of the factory style sliders, but never fear, because I've got some DJX sliders to go on the side of it too. I've had those here for ages. It's on my list. So I guess first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that I've got a couple of pins there. BCRC4 parts came in, got my chrome grill. My chrome grill should be here soon. Bull bar lights, snorkel, blown away by the fact that the grills, the light grills are metal. Yes. There's some pretty sweet gear out there. So I need a couple of bits, and it's not in that tray. I know I've got my extra bags with bits that I can use. What size are those ones? For now, we can probably get away with just dropping a bolt in it. So obviously I haven't planned this out. Look, I'll tell you what, for now, let's just drop one of these bad boys down here. Now all I want to do with this is just to get the spacing correct. Why do you know go in there? There's glue on the end of it. Right. So yes, hopefully my bloody grill will be here soon. Is that the right thread for that? Or am I making my own? I don't know if that'll go through that bull bar. It might not. Because of course, the Trx uses the bloody pin style ones. I know I've got more pin style ones here. I just don't know where. I've got a lot of stuff here. Possibly in this tray. My tray of many things. There's one. There's another, which may actually be from this bumper. So many things. Mr. Foster's joined us. Hello, Mr. Foster. How's things, mate? All right? Good. I'm going to assume you said, yeah, they're good. Okie dokes. So we're going to drop this bad boy down in her. Lovely. Now let me guess, of course. Everything's got to be different on these trucks, doesn't it? So, the thread on the mount is smaller than the thread on the Trx4 mount, which means, just to be fun, I have to make my own thread. So we ball that out a bit, we might be able to force that a bit and create our own thread. In this old Scx10 bumper mount. Lovely. So we've made our own thread in there. Customised it. That's what we did. Custom that bit right there. Okie dokes. Lovely. Right, so now we can install these bad boys. Well, not too bad, Dave. Not too bad, mate. You're all excited for the SU4C list starting up Friday. Now, what's going to happen is the list will start Friday at 7. The list will run for probably 4 or 5 hours, or until we hit about 50 spots filled. Then I'm going to close the list. Then I'm going to open it the next morning. And that is to give everyone a fair shot from all over the world at entering. Alright. Now I do suggest, once the list goes up, that you read all the details before you even comment. That's probably the biggest pain that we have with doing those the lists, is too many people don't read all the details and they just comment and get excited because they want to be on the list, and then it just makes my day nothing but a nightmare. Right, so now we can mount this bumperino to Hannah's truck, and then I need to look on this body where I've got to cut it. I'm pretty sure it's just straightforward, cut the bumper off. Cut the factory bumper off so that we can why did you go through there? Come on, line up, mate, before I start dropping bombs. Feels like it's been forever since I tinkered on a truck. Alright, you stay there, I'll just gently start that bolt. Lovely. Right, so for those that don't know, these bumpers have widened holes in the front so that you can install these bumpers on a few different models of truck. So when you're setting them up, don't just put one bolt in and crank on it. You need to get one started, wind it just about all the way in, stop. Get the other one started, and then you can tighten both of them up, and then you got a bumper mounted to your lorry, alright, to your truck. People's messaging me everywhere. Yoink, yep, okay, yep, lovely. I'm going to drop Hans a link, paste. Join the stream, Hans. Right, hopefully Hans joins and then I can answer his questions. So, this is going to go in on here like this. I'm just going to trim that whole bumper off. Right. Hopefully these are the scissors I used the other day, which are the ones Dennis gave me. Thank you, Dennis. Because I hope they're those ones, because they're sharp. They're brand spanky doodle new. Right, I'm just going to trim this off as sort of tidy-ish as I can. Okay, so far so good. Trim along the bottom of that decal, which I'm probably going to remove anyway, if I'm honest. It's very important to have good Lexan scissors if you're going to do any Lexan cutting. Now, I personally know exactly how easy it is to grab your Lexan scissors and start cutting other stuff with it, because I do it a lot. There you go, bumper removerino. Okie McDokey. Now, this is part of the reason I have to remove the old side skirts, because the runners cause the whole body to want to sit too high, and I don't want that. This truck's going to sit low on the chassis. If I need more height, I'll just put bigger tyres on. I mean, I'm going to put bigger tyres, these are too small. But that's it, that's our next goal. So I want to remove these runners whatever that was. Hopefully I can use my new runners and achieve the goal I want to achieve. Because of how they bolt on, I can space them up or downwards, which is bloody excellent. You know, it's a pretty big reason I've got them. Alright, so we'll remove this. Just drop everything while we do it. Move that stuff. Alright. Now, for those of you that donated last time and it didn't update or whatever, for whatever the reason was, I think Hans did it straight through PayPal instead of the Streamlabs, etc. I updated the list, so your donations are now on the list. So we yoink that out of there. Yoink this one out of here. To make a war rig body, they make a. I think they make a Hummer 6x6 body. I think. I know they make a Unimog one. They make a Jeep one. These tyres are pretty small, Dave. I think these are 95s. I'm going with the bigger tyres on the PG4A. There you go, Hans. That's why I figure I'll send you the link, mate, so I can answer your questions and such. Now, if you want to get, you were talking about the shocks upgrades and such for your PG4A, Robert's got them all. So message Robert, tell him I sent you. He'll say, stop telling me that. Anyway, tell him I sent you. And you know Rob, he's going to look after you. He's got the ones you need. Right. Oh, so much better already. So that's where that needs to sit. Beep. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Hell yeah. Let me swing this around this way. Let me close up cam. Let me move my close up cam. I've got so much shit in this bench, it's not funny. Alright, so the goal is I want that body to sit just there. My headlights will poke nicely through the front of the bumper. The rear of the body will sit about yay. That needs to go that way a bit. What do you think of that? Rob will get you some, Hans. He'll look after you, my friend. What do you think of that? Now, with the body sitting like that, all of a sudden, these wheels and tyres don't look a bad size, do they? Don't look a bad size at all. That will need to come back a smidge. Sort of like that somehow. I don't mind that. I don't. Except I've got my body way too far one side. We can still fit a winch on there should we want to. We can mount that body probably about heave. Dennis thinks she looks good. Now I might have to trim my rear little arches a smidge. But I reckon we'll be pretty sweet there. I reckon we will. When the rear suspension's compressed, the rear wheels move back slightly, so we might get away with that. Too bad you aren't playing truck sim. Could make you squish a car, run a red light. Well, so for those that don't know, when we've been doing the gaming streams and we've been driving Truck Driver, which obviously it's a truck sim, you drive trucks around, not tractors like Dennis likes to call them. They're in paddocks and farms. Anyway. So we've been driving trucks around, and Dennis keeps giving me these really long messages that I'm trying to read when I'm driving this truck down the road. I end up running red lights, running up the arse of cars, getting all these sorts of tickets and nonsense, speeding tickets and everything. Okay, so we're on the right track here. Stay. So now I want to install these. Our side runners. If I remember correctly, these should just bolt straight on. That'll go there, okie dokes. So, sorry. So we need two. Can I get, no. I'll have to undo that from this way. I'm going to quickly take my bumper off, because it's going to be in the way otherwise. The main thing is, our bumper is what looks to be a perfect fit, which is awesome. And I can still smash a winch on there, which is awesome. Alright, so bumper can come off. We're happy with the fit of that. Now, we need to undo our front link mounts. Just yoink that out of there. Okay, rear link mount. Now, normally you wouldn't have to undo these. The only reason I do is because I've got the Samix bits on there. Okay, now that can go, if I'm correct, straight back in. If I'm correct. I hope I'm correct. And actually that can be a shorter bolt now too. Did they give me... 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm not sure what those bolts are exactly for, but I do have others here that I can probably get away with. Screw it, it's fine. It's fine. Dennis loves it when I take the piss out of tractors in America. Don't you, Dennis? Right, that one there. This one here, I believe, can go straight back in too. Now I just have to line all this up, which I've probably made really difficult for myself. There we go, lovely. So yes, I love to give Dennis a stir about his American tractors. Because it's funny. It's so funny. Right. Do those up. Now I've got to undo our middle ones. I can probably close up cam with this and fix up my little stand for my button box. Shittier everywhere. Yoink. Lovely. Right, so we've undone the front and rear bolts here, removed the old school style slider mounts. Now we're going to undo these two, which have got wire holders in them, undo those two, bolt our side plate on, and they've got holes big enough to go straight over these bolts. Michael's joined us. Hello Michael, how's things mate? Alright? Yeah. It's starting to get pretty warm in this garage. I might have to turn my fan on. All going to plan. At some stage this afternoon I'm going to say screw it, charge the battery and go for a wheel because it's been way too long. My back's been killing me and I haven't even been able to play with my toys, which sucks ass, if I'm honest. And I want to play with my toys. Right, now I've got to remember which way's the front and which way's the back. Right, so that's the front of my truck there. I think they go this way. I think. I don't think it's a huge stress, but I think that's which way they go. Now I want them low ways. Obviously I can mount these this way or I can mount these this way, okay? And you can see already that's going to change how much height we get out of it. I want to make them as low as possible so that there's less stuffing around I have to do to make the body fit. So I should be able to put those like this, hopefully. Move this stuff out of the way. Oh no! Are they different? No, they're not. Relax everyone, there's no oh no's. So I should be able to put this in here, through there, into here. Lovely. Now if you're in Australia and you want some of these sorts of bits, Mr. Chris Hyatt, Chris's RC Garage, look him up on Facebook. He stocks DJX stuff. And as I'm sure many of you guys know, I will gladly recommend DJX stuff because it's good gear. Charles is with us. Thanks for the help. No worries, dude. No worries at all. So that's our side mount on. And then onto that goes one of these bad boys. I assume like that. You can't see what the hell I'm talking about. So one of our side runs goes on this. We've got adjustability. We can move it where we want. Now what I was talking about before is I can actually put a longer bolt through here, and then let me get you a bit closer. Yoink. Okay, so here's my side runner, right? I can put a spacer under here and drop the height of the slider down. Now I know I'm wrecking performance, okay? But I don't care about that. What I care about is making this body fit and having it look as good as possible for a Lexan body. To start with, I'm going to bolt it underneath just like that, right? And if that's not enough, I'll space it down however much I need to make up the difference. That's the plan there, kids. Oh, this poor garage. This poor garage, there's so much stuff. Nothing wrong with a little banter between truckers and different nations. Yes, sir, Bob. Right, bear with me. I'm going to plug my fan in. Lovely. Oh, my back. I have those same sliders on my Bronco. You have it upside down. I have what? This upside down. So it's supposed to go like that, is it? Oh, that makes sense. I mean, technically, either way, you can put it either way, can't you? Really, depending on what body you're running. That can be like a guard for the bottom of your doors, Dennis. So, ninner. Right, we'll mount it Dennis's way. So that goes there. I still think I'm going to have to drop them down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're longer than the other ones. Have I got... I know I have got... So have I got enough spaces? What is that doing in here? Kebabs, anyone? Anyone want some kebabs? Anyway, so there's 2 spaces. We've got 2 more of the same ones in here somewhere. I know I've got little boxes and stuff with cross spaces everywhere. Here we go. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to run those spaces just to drop it down a smidge straight from the get-go. That's my plan and I'm sticking with it. So hopefully, I got this. How's the Komodo looking? I haven't touched it. I've had so much going on, I haven't touched it. But it's going to be built this week. Okay? It's going to be built this week. Get off my back, Davey. I'm joking. It'll be built this week, so... Okay. This might work alright. Heave! And then, I'll use my brains. I'll put this through this side. This through here. This through the correct way, otherwise Dennis will pick on us because we got it wrong. That through there. Stay. That through there. That through there. With a nut on this side. Alright. So the goal here obviously is to drop that down to a lower level so that my body fits better, more perfecter. And now I'm going to, I'm not going to tighten that right up obviously. Ninja, you're going to put an interior in it. I hadn't planned on it, if I'm honest. Look, this is my wife's truck. You can see how clean it is. It doesn't see a whole lot of dirt. So maybe one day, we'll see. I did tell her she has to drive it. I put so much effort into rushing around painting that body all secretly the other day. So if you don't drive it, I'm going to be real shitty. Okay. So I want this. About yay. Spacer. Okay. Bolt through my spacer. If it all cooperates. Here we are, lovely. Not on the other side. Mr. Foster knows wife priorities. Yes. So, If it was my truck at some stage, I'd put interior in it, but it's the wife's. And like I say, it doesn't get used a whole lot. This bolt is longer. For now, it's fine. I don't even care, bro. Got extra bolts here everywhere. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now I want to slide this outwards as far as we can. Lovely. And then tighten her up into position. And hopefully that'll be sweet. Perfect. Right, onto the other side. So that's, if we can do it without dropping stuff. That's our side runner set up now. I'll close up cam it and everything for you. This way Dennis can inspect it and make sure I've got it the correct way. Alright, so there's our new side runner setup, which is good. Allows us, should we want to move electrics to the side and all that fun sort of stuff. Now before we had these bad boys on here with the factory runners in here. So that was our old setup, just like that, and that's our new setup. More weight, low down, good. Okay, if anyone tells you otherwise, give them the finger. Right, so now I've got to flip this way. Got to remove that link. So you can see these things are pretty easy and quick to install, which is good. And of course gives you more protection under your truck. They're actually coated really nicely, those the rock sliders, really nicely. Right, that goes straight back in there. Can I do it without? No, we have to move stuff. Here. If you see any parts you like on this Scx10, all the green bits are Samex. The links are Samex titanium links. The skid plate is a Trill skid plate. Rocking the Yeah Racing Just Climb motor. Factory ESC. I figured it can stay in there until it goes boof. Which my luck will be never. Okay, that bolt needs to be shorter. Otherwise it's going to hit the motor. Okay, shorter bolt for that one, please. We don't want to go having bolts resting on the motor, because that wouldn't be very professional, would it? My phone just keeps going off. Bloody phone. Damn it, it's the same length. Right. My tray of mini bolts, and if this doesn't work, I've got bags of mini bolts, and I've also got little plastic containers of mini bolts. Keep ordering bolts, people. If you see bolts come up cheap, order them, because they're bloody handy. I think that may get us home. May do, may not do. Let's see if that goes through enough. Bastard. Okay. Nope. That one's probably it. Let's try that one. Perfect. Lovely. Magic smoke is bad. Yeah, unfortunately the smoke that's inside in there, so you can't get back in it once you let it out. So that's a top tip. So if you let that smoke out, that's it. You don't get another go, alright? Once it's out, it's out. Mike's joined us. Hello Mike, how's things, mate? Alright? You good? Is that chat window keeping up or what? I'm doing my best. We've got 17 people with us. Awesome, good on yous. Have I got another one of those bolts here? Probably do somewhere. Bits and bobs and pieces and suches and things everywhere. I mean, this one I can put the factory one back in, which is, yeah, it's fine. It's nowhere near anything, so that can just go back in there. That's fine, mate. That is. It's just the front one will touch the motor. So you've got to change that front one out. Or space this bolt on the outside. Alright, so that's got that. Now we can undo these two. The main skiddy bolts. Josh, I finally got a bag of bolts from K&K. Got tired of never having any when I needed them. Hannah's joined us. She says, hey fellas. She doesn't actually sound like Popeye. Not all the time anyway. No. Stuff like Wish and bloody things. Wish and AliExpress, great place to buy bulk lots of stainless bolts. I know some of them aren't perfect, but you know. Alright fellas, while Hannah's in the chat, name suggestions. Baby boy name suggestions. Now, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. I don't want some weird ass name like Blaze or Fireburner or some shit. Alright, Hannah's probably out there pissing herself. Nice, normal name. Let's have some name suggestions in chat. Who knows? Maybe you could be the one that picks the name that we both agree on. Now, when you go for a name, you've got to think of the last name too. So the last name's Burden. This truck is famous. Let me do a quick update on how many people watched the reveal. Charles messaged me. Charles, you're in chat. Yes. Yes, it did come with those, Charles. I couldn't for the life of me figure out how they were supposed to work, so I just made mine. Because I'm good like that. Alright, now let's do what I wanted to do in the first place. So the reveal video has had... Man, I share a lot of shit. The reveal video has had 1,822 people view it. Timberwolf says, Johnny Jr., I suggested that to Tamara and she just laughed at me. Okay? Apparently we can't keep the Johnny legacy going, which is fine. Hannah wouldn't have went for it anyway. Sebastian. I think of the crab from whatever thing that is. Is it a shark's tail? Sebastian's the crab? No, it's Little Mermaid. Okay, so that's in the start of there. That goes through there. That goes through here. That's upside down because Dennis says so. That goes in there like that. Through there like that. James? No, because my brother's boy is James. So that's a bit of a thing too. I've got 3 brothers and a sister, so there's going to be some names that we pick here, folks, that are already taken. Norman? How old are you, Dennis? Norman? Do come here, please, Norman. No. I can pretty well rule out Norman. If I hear Norman and I think of old man. Now, I know I'm pretty old manish at the best of times, but I ain't Norman old manish. Exactly, Dennis. Exactly. The girls take the piss out of me all the time. My middle name is Noel, which I'm pretty proud of because that was the name of my old pop. And when I say pop, for the Americans, I mean my grandfather, not my dad. Anyway, girls take the piss out of me all the time for it. It's like, hey, you watch what you're saying about my papa. I'm proud to have his name as my middle name. I'm not huge on William. Then his initials would be WB, so the kids at school would call him Warner Brothers. So you've got to think about these things, guys. I suggested, now chat, let us know what you think. I suggested Benjamin Burden. What do you think about that? So chat thinks about that one. I like that name. I think that, and it just popped into my head. There's no big reason or anything behind it. Storming Norman Burden. Jesus Christ. Oh, bloody hell. Anton? Yeah. Alright, that's got those bad boys installed. Lovely. Bubba. Yeah, because, hey, Bubba! I'm fixing to kick your ass, you don't clean your room. Anyway, yeah, see, people are big Bubba Bird. See, look at this! Johnny's, of course I'm going to be fussy. We can't change it halfway down the track. I don't like Big Bubba now. Let's change it to Mary Poppins. We can't. Benjamin I like. Ben. Initials be BP. Then when he's got his homies, when he's grown up, hey, yo, BP, what up, mate? See, it fits. Right. So now we've got our new sliders on Hannah's truck that she never drives. Everyone in chat, feel free to tell Hannah, get off a beep and drive this beeping truck, or I'm going to beep, 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 beep. No. Not Aussie. Ooh. That's not going to work. That sits too high. That still sits too high. I'm going to have to trim that bloody body. I could trim that whole piece off there and go straight through there. Let me put the front bumper back on. This is funny. This is good stuff. Now I come to you guys for advice because usually you're pretty good. What are you doing? I like Benjamin. What do we actually think of Benjamin? I also like Winston. What do you think about that? I don't like Henry. Mike says, drive the truck, Hannah. Did you hear that? Yeah. Of course she heard it. She's watching. I'm just trying to be funny and things. I don't know what to do with that other bolt. That one will do. It's probably under... Nope. It's run away from home. There it is. So yeah, I like Winston, and Winston was a nickname for the baby when it was first found out about. And I'll tell you the story behind it because it's pretty funny. Hannah's probably going to hate me forever, but you know what? That's what husbands are for. Anyway, so when I first knew Hannah was pregnant, she was just smashing peanut butter like it was going out of fashion. Just smashing it straight from the jar, peanut butter. Alright, she stopped now though. That was the first craving. When Tamara and I play Overwatch, there's a character on there called Winston, who is a gorilla, who says, did someone say peanut butter? It just works. I like Winston. It's a classy name. Well, I mean, it's not even so much as classy, but it is a nice name. That is beeping perfect. The slide. Oh man, I've just nailed this. Blaine. No. Blaine. It's just. Where does that come from? Axel. Oh Jesus Christ. And that's the end of the live stream. Beep. Fellas, I think I've done it. Okay, that's it there. That's sitting just on the rock slider there. That body snugs in there. I can probably space that bumper out a smidge. But other than that, look at that. What do you think of that? Definitely want to space that bumper forwards a smidge. Is that like an Adrian? I don't know if Hannah's even still watching. You still watching, Hannah, or what? Are you picking yourself up off the floor laughing? Right, so I think that's on the last edge here. I've got a rear bumper here somewhere, which might have longer pegs. I don't know what I'm going to do for rear bumper on this thing either. I don't like the name Andrew. And some of these names, right, I only don't like them because people I've met over the years that have got those names have been a bit of a penis. We're not going with Harry. Stop dropping Harry, Hannah, alright? We've already got a HB. You're a HB. Hannah Burton. We're going to have 2 HBs. It'll be like a box of pencils. I don't even know what I'm doing. Which I'm sure you guys are well aware of. But anyway. There's a bumper here somewhere. I don't know what the hell I've done with that. Hannah, I need more garage space. If you could get onto that, that'd be awesome. They can get out of the way. Have I got a couple more spaces? I've got one here. Cross RC cell spaces in 1 to I think 4 millimeters. Buy some, they're bloody handy. So handy. Now I'm lucky that I've built a lot of demons and you always seem to get extra spaces. Like I've got there 1, we've got 2 2s there. I think we'll go 2 2s and see if that pushes it out just the amount I'm after. This is where all your fine tuning and finesse work comes in. This is how you get the look that you're after. And remember, if you're going to put a spacer in, you will need a longer bolt. I knew a man named Harold Paratestes. What? Did I pronunciate that correct, Dennis? Bo. Yeah. I think my 2 favourites are definitely Benjamin and Winston. I do like Winston. It is a class name, I think. It's dignified. Dignified. It just sounds like a nice boy, doesn't he, Winston? Do you know what I mean? Right, spacer on this one. Okay. Get that started. Unfortunately, doing the next one's a bit of a bitch. I do like Winston. I think Hannah's just telling herself she doesn't like it because because of the video game. Okay. Did that start? Wicked. Well, I couldn't call a kid Dennis. God, no. Funny. Funny stuff, mate. Oh dear. Now, just so all of you guys know that are watching, well, you learn to like it, woman. I like it anyway. For all you fellas that are watching that say, I'm not into gaming, gaming's not my thing, I wouldn't like the gaming streams. This is the sort of stuff that happens on the gaming streams. It doesn't matter half the time about what I'm playing, because I'm playing like trash anyway. It's more about hanging out, having fun. That's what it's about. I'm sure, I've no doubt that a lot of you guys would come and join the gaming chat, and even watching some of the gameplay would enjoy yourself. So do me a favour, go and follow the Twitch and the BCRC gaming channel. It is funny stuff. I'm only joking, Dennis's. Don't get your Dennis panties in a Dennis knot. Right. Okay, that's perfect. Beeping perfect. I tell you. That's good. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't like the rear bumper on the body because it does overhang a lot. But I mean, I can get over it. It is a long way to put a different bumper on the back. It's the only problem with bodies like this. Other than that though, I'll tell you what. What do you think of that? That needs to go that way a bit. Now obviously it's not sitting there perfectly at the moment. But this gives you a bit of an idea. What do you think of that? Is that not the... Those tyres all of a sudden are coming into their own. They're a good size. Now that I've hacked that bumper off, and you'll notice we've got our slider underneath. Okay? We've got a metal slider sitting just on the inside of the body there. So that's hidden. We know it's there. So we know we've got the strength. So all now I need to do is design my magnet mount setup. Drop that in there. Design one for the rear. I know I can use normal magnet mounts and normal body posts and such, but I think I'd rather design my own. If that makes sense. I don't even know if I've got normal axial ones. Dennis, I was known as an arsehole in school. So Dennis is out the window. Josh says James Robert Jim Bob. Jesus. Shrooms just joined us. I don't like Levi because Levi's jeans. This is the problem we've got. Is one of us will have an idea and the other one instantly shits on it. I quite like that. I think, Hannah, what do you think, dear? This is your truck I'm working on again. What do you think? I might change the wheels. The tyre size is good. Oh, just stay there. I'm tempted to get a bit of double-sided tape just double-sided tape it there for now. Just so it stays where I want it. So you guys can get the proper picture. The proper picture of what we're going for here. Arg! Now I need to move it. Okay. Easy does it. I like that. I do like it. The rock sliders are hidden. Lucius? Hans, you're not helping me, mate. Okay? No more streams for Hans. Shit, which reminds me, I was going to change the goal to PCYC. Don't stress. We will do a PCYC stream so that we can raise some money for Hans's PCYC. See if we can't buy him some RC kits, so Hans can teach him how stuff works. Basically, how to build things and how stuff works and all that fun stuff. Well, Hannah dear, I quite like that. I think for a cheap Lexan body, there's no way in hell I would call my kid Chevy. I would rather shoot myself in the head. There's just no way. Even if I had a wife that said, whatever name you want, you can call this child, I wouldn't even call it a Ford name. There's no way I'm going to name my kid Chevy. There's just no way. So what do we think of this before it goes off the bench? And then we'll have a look at the Bronco. Oh, my back. We've been going for about an hour. That's taken longer than I expected. Unfortunately, Hans, I don't work like that, mate. Hannah knows this too. She knew it before she married me, so she can't go trying to change everything. What do you think of your truck, dear? That's a good looking setup. Very Australian looking. Bloody oath. Rigid edge. True blue. I don't like Henry. Henry's like Benjamin, Winston are the... What did we say before? What was the words we used for the name? I forget. But anyway, something like Henry, I don't know. It's just doesn't grab me the right way. Henrys were the kids that got their ass beat at school. So were the Harrys. You know what I mean? Or the Harrys with the ginge. Just got the piss taken out of them every day. Hannah thinks she looks mint. Tough shit if you don't like it, because that's how it looks. River? Shroom's just been looking in Gwyneth Paltrow's book of baby names. Didn't she call her kid Apple or something? But yeah, we'll go. I'm sure Hannah would like that if you named the child after Henry Ford. See, Michael's with me. Sorry, sweetheart. Levi's taken and it's too close. Michael's a good friend. We can't pinch his kid's name. Imagine this, if you will. Me and Michael go wheeling. We take both our boys with us. Someone walks past and says, "Look, a pair of Levi's." I don't care how loud that is in your ear. I don't even know if that worked. There we go. Thank you. Pair of Levi's. Great joke. Baby on board sticker. Maybe we can add that. We can update the BCRC decal sheet. If you want one of those. Announcement section of the group. You can get the BCRC decal sheet, which I need more of. Maybe I'll have a chat with Steve, see if we can update it. I quite like that. I know I keep saying this, but shut up, I do. See? That's funny, Michael, isn't it? A pair of Levi's. If we both had Levi's for kids. Well, what's your kid's name? Levi. What's yours? Levi. Oh, a pair of Levi's. Nice jeans you got there, fellas. Harley, I'll tell you what, this has certainly been entertaining. It's been something. Come and join the game streams. They're the same sort of thing. 2,600 odd people in BCRC. There's like 60 people that follow the BCRC Twitch. And there's like less than 10 of them that are from BCRC. Come on, fellas. Come and have some fun with us. It's hilarious. Right. I think that's all I wanted to do with Hannah's for the moment. I know there's other stuff I want to do. I want to change the wheels. I don't know what wheels. Possibly change the tyres out for something like these. The Dick Cpex style tyre. Bit fatter. I've got those in hundreds, so perhaps we can try those. But anyway, that's Hannah's truck done and dusted for the moment. Let me move some shit around here. Hashtag still need more shelves. Right, I can see in there. Sorry, bumper. My body can just sit there for now because I'll still have to work on those decals later on. So we've achieved something today. Anyway, God, my back. Right, so let's clear a bit of shit out, buddy. Bloody Jeep stuff everywhere. For those that watch Neebs Gaming, Jeep stuff is explosives. Look, now I've got a scale bumper to hang up on the wall somewhere in my garage. Don't just throw this stuff away, fellas. Free scale accessories that you cut off your $55 body. Mr. Foster, I'm working on getting the PS4 up and running so I can come and hang out. Awesome. Now, if you guys want to game with me on the gaming streams, which would be epic, right? Now, this is only for BCRC members. That is my PSN name, okay? Send me a friend request. I'll know if you're in BCRC. Send me a friend request. Maybe send me a Facebook message as well and say, just shot you an invite. Whatever they call it, request, and I'll add you. And then, when we play stuff like Mud Runner, the Snow Runner that's coming out, whatever other games we can play that's just going to be funny and fun, let's go. Alright. So, the Bronco, which I noticed the other day is missing a couple of bolts. 2. Just 2. And it's probably my fault because I should have checked. I should have checked to see if they were Loctited, and I didn't. I know I've got replacements. I want to say that's one. Sweet, I only need one more. So when you buy new wheels, always Loctite the bolts, even if it's got 100,000 of them. Now, stuff like, you can't see it, the Trx4 and the wheels that are on the KR4, it took me forever because all the bead bolts, you've got to take all those out and Loctite those two, otherwise you'll lose them and then you'll get upset. I know this from previous experience. So Loctite them. I have to have one more of those bolts here. Shit here everywhere. I know I've got more. Okay, I'll do some research, Hans. This may have actually been the last of the orange ones before they changed to the yellow ones. Yeah Racing sent me this shirt when I did one of my RC Mart orders. Every now and then Yeah Racing will send me something as a thank you for my hard works, showing you guys the stuff they make, which is bloody nice of them. God, I've got some shit here. Wanted to break out a bag of bolts. I think I've got one here somewhere. Yes. Yep. I'm onto that, Dennis. I'm onto that. I'm just going through all my little trays here. I thought I had one more tray. I've got little, just random nuts and bolts everywhere, which are handy, bloody handy. If I can't find one in a couple of seconds, I'll just find one later, because I know I've got them here. It's just a matter of where here. I don't want to bore you guys with what did Johnny do today. He spent half an hour looking for one bolt that he'll no doubt find in 2 seconds after the stream finishes, because that's usually how it happens. I've got scale bolts and everything in here. Just not the bolt I'm after. Actually, I may even have. So here's our. We're going to need this too. Box of goodies from Dennis. Bloody champion Dennis. Nope. Nope. Oh, I've just reminded myself. I've got to get onto that clown. Actually, I should have had more. I should have had more servo horns turn up. I need to chase those down. Excuse the noise. One of those ones. Nope. One of those ones. Nope. One of those ones. Nope. Stuff like these little containers full of nuts and bolts. If you see them come up cheap, buy some. I'll find it later. I'm not going to irritate myself this whole stream looking for one bolt, which I know is just going to be just somewhere. I'll move something here and go, there it is. Anyway, let's give that one a... Have I got some Loctite here? I do. On the top of this lid, there's Loctite. Quick dip. In she goes. Do the next one. So if you don't, you'll lose them all. Now luckily on these wheels there's only 5. Well, 6. On this one there's 5 because someone misplaced one. Andrew's joined us. Hello, Andrew. Wild Country's with us. What are we doing? Well, we just finished stuffing around with Hannah's truck. Cut the front bumper off the factory body, the Lexan body that I painted it up. Installed the old Defender bumper on it, which looks right at home. Installed some new DJX side runners, rock sliders. Why do I say side runners? Anyway, technically that's what they are anyway. And now we're just going to do a quick bit of tinkering with the Bronco. So first things first, I'm going to quickly go around and Loctite all these little bolts on my wheels, because I did lose a couple apparently. I found one to replace one with, but I can't find another, so I'll look for that after the stream. I know I've got more here. I'm just still halfway through moving everything. And I still need more shelves. I need to get a skip bin in so I can get rid of a shag ton of cardboard boxes and such from previous trucks and life stuff. You know it is. We've all been there. You have this awesome garage space, then you fill it up with crap, and then you can't move. And then you get a skip in, and you fill the skip with all the crap. Right. You fill the skip with all your crap, and then 2 months later, your garage is full of crap again. So yeah. Easy now, Andrew. Easy now. Alright. So we're winning. Now, something I do have to put on this truck that I actually got ages ago. I think that one's already done. Yes, put a smidge more back on it. Is one of the off-on buttons that you can just double-side tape to the ESC. I've got one of those on my Raptor Bronco and Raptor bloody Trx4, and it is brilliant. One of the best things you'll buy for your Trx4 if you're running the factory ESC. I know a lot of people change them out, but I haven't found the need to. Put it in crawler mode, away you go. I of course run mine on 2S, which does the job fine for me. Awesome. We're winning. We're winning, boys. Right. Dippy dip. Two to go. And we do that back one, and then that's all the wheels Loctited. Now, this is a lot easier if you do this as soon as you get the wheels, because then you can just do it on your bench. If you've only got something like 5 or 6 bolts on the wheel, it's fine. Wait till the baby stuff comes. Yep. Yes, I'm almost afraid of how many boxes and stuff we're going to end up with all that sort of stuff. Janice says that switch works so well. I have one on my Bronco, and it's so much better than having to take the body off. Yes, that's exactly why I bought my original one for the now Raptor. I think it was like $13. I was like, I could probably print one of these myself. I'm just going to buy it. The second one was only like $7, so they're getting cheaper. All the baby stuff takes over the house. No doubt. No doubt. I mean, I've been around babies before. I'm an uncle a few times over, so I'm pretty experienced with kids of all ages. I mean, let's face it, I'm a kid. I'm just a big kid. Just so I can buy my own toys. Basically. Alright. Coming up to the end. Then the first thing I'm going to do is swap out those bumpers. Can't wait. I was about to just dip the driver in it then. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Feel free to give the stream a like, fellas. The likes are very important. Give it a share. We need more views on these streams. Quite honestly, the amount of views we get on these streams is pretty bloody average, which annoys the hell out of me. I don't know if you fellas realise. I'm sure most of you do, but I go to a lot of effort, a lot of cost, or expense, and all that sort of thing to make these things happen. It'd be nice if we could get a few more views and such for the streams and for the YouTube videos and so forth and so on. Right. So the wheel's done. Body off. Sit that aside for the memento. Love the Bronco. Maybe equals less money for RC. I'll just spend less money on other things for myself. Right. Let's fire this. Fire up. Let's do this one first. This is the quick, easy one. If I remember correctly, it should just be peel two things off and stick it on. This one's actually got bolt holes in it. Oh, bolts with it. So apparently it's a bit different to my last one. I don't know why it's got that. Because my last one just went like that. Get that bloody wire out of the way. Bull Gears joined us. How's things, mate? You alright? I need to refresh that view count because apparently it's stuck on 17. So that just needs to go like that. I guess I've done it so you can drill your own holes and put a bolt through it. I've never had an issue with the other one. Screw it. I guess that's close to the size. I can't wait to install the bumpers. You watch the next Bronco video. I'm going to be so gentle. I don't want to go wrecking me bumpers. Well, that's in a shit spot. One bolt it is, and double-sided tape. That's the plan, boys. Hold that there, hold that out the way so I don't wreck that wire. God, that drill bit's pathetic. What are you doing, mate? Back in New York. Got to look for the bright side of things, Andrew. There's too much shit to do with in life to focus on miserable stuff. That's better. I think we got it. Right. I can go down there for now. Grab a little blade, tidy up that. Just get those dags out there. Lovely. Right. I don't know who adjusted these sliders, Dennis, but apparently they adjusted one wrong. That's better. I only just noticed that. That explains why the body's been sitting funny the whole time. I bet you. Sorry to hear you're in New York. Wow. Is it that bad? Probably is. I don't know. I've never been. In no rush to go either, if I'm honest. I'd rather go and hang out in the smaller country areas. Okie doke. So that goes on which way? That way. Yes. Okay, first bit of double-sided tape going onto the mount, not the truck first. Come on, double-sided tape, cooperate. Don't be a shit. It's being a shit. This will be interesting. It's being a right shit. And that's not at all got to plan. That needs to be that way, doesn't it? That does. Alright, I think I'm winning now. Bloody wrong side of the thing came up. It did. As long as that's there, that'll be alright. That will be alright. Farmers, who drink? No one drinks Farmers Union, man. No one. Okay. Alright, put this up. Yeah. I mean, theoretically speaking, I'm now putting a bolt in it. I shouldn't need double-sided tape, but let's do it. And if I can, go up through the bottom, all going to plan. I can't even see how well that's lined up. It's too hard to see, mate. That is. Let's see if she goes through, kids. It's definitely going through the bottom of the runner. I don't think it's going through the switch though, which is fine, because now that's through there and staying there. This is why I don't use the bolts on them. Because it's a pain in the arse, that is. Oh, there's a pain in the arse. Now my double-sided tape's getting in the way, which I probably shouldn't have even put on there. Yoink, trim that shite. It's Farmers Union or it's nothing. Get out, Harley, you don't know what you're talking about, mate. Insta-ban from the stream. Insta-ban. Ban him, fellers. Okay, winning. Right. Now, I just need to put one of these on, which is going to be a royal pain in the arse. This was going to be the easy job. Mr. Patterson, you're late. Where have you been? And where's your apple? For those that don't know, I'm referring to the apple for the teacher because he's late. Not where's your Apple device, because no one cares. Right. Dodge all the wires that are in here. Man, putting the bolt in here was a really stupid idea. Are you going to start? Oh, I hope it starts. It's not starting. Okay, now I think it is. Awesome. So if you're going to install one of these, just use the double-sided tape. Just put the spare tyre on next. Bumpers next. Okay. That should be pretty sweet, I think. That can be a bit tighter. God, these wires are in the way. I don't want to break the bloody piece that's holding it. Alright. I was being a radio star. Good on you, Bob. Good on you for getting out there and being a radio star. Okay. Job one, done. Now, we can open the box of goodies. Grab your torch and pitchforks, because Harley likes Farmers Union. Harley, do you like gaming? Do you like laughing? Okay, we've got our weights there. I'm not going to put those on in this stream because I've got to take all the shock bottoms off, take the bloody dealie off, and that's a big job. I am going to, however, install these beauties. Okay. bloody sand in the bloody bolt heads. Okay, awesome. Winnings. Give her a bit of a clean water here. Okay, first up, the big front bumperino. I'm excited, Dennis. You bloody spoiled me, mate. Okay, so we've just got one poking out the front. Lovely. You could be on something there, Dennis. Maybe the teachers these days want a new Apple device, not an Apple. That's probably actually bloody true. Now you'll notice I've sort of minimalised the stream a bit. The stream start screen's now different. The stream end screen is different. I can't remember if I changed the Be Right Back one. That's different too. Now the reason is, two reasons. One, I want to make this stream and the gaming stream be very familiar. Okay, I want them to have similar sort of looks so that you watch one, you watch the other, you still feel at home, right? Two, it's a lot less computer heavy without the slideshows and the videos and all that stuff playing. They sap up some juice, to say the least. Okay, so that's now a scale bumper for my scale garage. Easy does it. Don't scratch it. Right. Guess I say just export Farmers Union to the rest of the country. Here's the funny thing. All right, I'm going to give you a little surprise piece of factual information about Farmers Union. Farmers Union owns Dare Ice Coffee. Dare Ice Coffee is the more popular brand. Farmers Union iced coffee is made with powdered milk. So enjoy that. Okay, you're gonna talk coffee smack here, mate. I'll smack you all the way back to where you came from with it. Front bumper installed. Gonna leave that plastic on there until the rear one's installed too. Ooh, how exciting! No thanks, it's shite, says Bob. Are you talking about Farmers Union? Because yes, if that's what you're talking about, then you're on point. 10 points for Bob. Used to be a bit of a gamer, but it's all left me for dead. I don't think I play a trucking simulator. That's what I do all day. That's the funny thing, Harley. I've been driving trucks for however many years. I know I haven't done it for a little while now, but truck sims are pretty good fun, man. You'd laugh at the one we were playing the other day when bloody Dennis was getting me speeding tickets, running red light things because he was smashing these massive comments in the chat. Farmers Union, never heard of it until now. It's iced coffee, Dennis. Michael's back to work. No worries, dude. That'd be awesome, mate. Hey, let the kids join in as well if they want to come and play games with us. It's all about fun. Your kids will probably smash me on the games anyway. Right. Brand spanky doodle bumperinos installed. Not even a scratch on them. Oh, the pressure to keep them looking good is immense. I bet you Dennis is just bloody lapping this up. I'll let you fellas share in a special moment here. Okay. If I can sit this camera in the right. Here we go. There you go, boys. You can almost smell it. Huh? You can almost smell it. Dang! As Dennis would probably say. Do you say dang, Dennis? So good. Oh, they're perfect, Dennis. Bloody perfect. Okay, now for the big test. Before I do the spare tyre, I want to clean off this body real quick. Because now the body's too dirty to put back on the truck. I want to make sure, I want to see how well the body sits now, because now we figured out that side runner was put on wrong. Not by me, might I add, before you make your jokes in the chat. It's got to be said, Trax has painted body pretty well. They painted this one bloody well anyway. Right. Man, at this stage, Dennis, I'm going to have to buy a new body. I've got some body pins here, something. Right, so make sure that's sitting in its rails. That's sitting in its rails, yes. Yes. So once that body, I've got a couple of body pins here. I just want to see how the body sits, because this is important, to me at least, anyway. It's still sitting low one side. Why? I think I know what it is. It's the bloody light kit. Or is it? I don't know. It makes you feel like the bumper's not sitting straight, but it's not the bumper. I know that. I mean, we've just installed a brand new one. It's definitely off a touch, which is frustrating. Tractor wheel behind the bumper. It is behind the bumper. I mean, there's a gap between the body and the bumper, so it's not touching anything. I feel like there's got to be something here that's causing it to sit slightly sideways. I wonder if that is sitting as low as it can. Well, that's sitting the same. There's got to be something I need to look into, because it's not... You can see... So you can see where that one's sitting there. I'll try and hold the truck as straight as possible. And then you look at this side. See how high the indicator sits compared to? There's a noticeable difference, and that shits me off, because when I go for my scale photos, my truck's slightly pitching sideways. So I guess things I need to look at. I mean, that's sitting on the chassis there. That's on the chassis there. That looks to be sitting where they got to sit. Don't know. Body posts are even. Oh, what do I want to do with? Oh, test them up now. I may have... Okay. These are my factory Defender ones. Let's try bolting those in and see if it makes a difference. Driver. So we'll try bolting those in and see if that makes a difference. It's just been that little thing that irritates me, because when I take a scale photo, I don't want my body to look like it's sitting all... You know what I mean? Feel free to give the stream a like. Give it a share if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you wish to make any donations, there is a link in the description below. Alright, let's try this one. What about the sliders? Oh, they all look to be the same. I'll take them off and put them back on in a second. This one was pushed in at the back. Is the left slider on top or bottom? They're both on top, which I assume is where they're supposed to be. But I'll undo them and we'll make sure that's all sitting Mickey Mouse like. Okay, that forwards. One hole left at the top. One hole left at the top. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, it is the little things. You got to make sure. You got to make sure these things you're happy with them. Right. Do up the next one. I mean, that's why, like, Dennis knows how much I appreciate him seeing those bumpers and things, because when he first set the truck, he sent it with some bumpers, because the bumpers that were on it really scratched up. The bumpers he sent me weren't as scratched up. And then when he came across these ones, he's like, I'm going to send these because they're brand spanking new. He's a good bloke, that Dennis. Is that the same hole that was in? I'm sure that's the same hole. It seems to be sitting lower. But even before that sits down on it. Okay, so it's not that. I reckon it's the inner fenders. There and there, there and there, there and there. I reckon, lads. Could also be too because of how low I'm trying to get everything. So maybe that body's supposed to sit that, however high, that high. Shit. Don't want it to be that high, I want it to be lower. So now I'm going to have to lift the body up one peg, which sucks ass because then I lose some of the height I like. And what doubly sucks ass is you can't change, I can't lower it here. Wah! That's really not. It has to be these. I mean, I don't want to, I'm not going to. I could cut the outside edge of these off. Because I think it's these here that are hitting it. Which, unfortunately, hold the bloody chrome bars and the lights on the side of it. That sucks ass. Why are they so big? Jay's joined us. Hello, Jay. How are you, mate? That's a bitch. It has to be that. It has to be those hitting. Yep. Still doesn't explain why it makes it uneven. I'd rather leave it factory, wild country, and that's because... Is it Ryan? I want to say Ryan. Probably not Ryan. Anyway. It's dumb as it might sound to some people, it's a snap-on Bronco. I want to keep it as a factory snap-on Bronco. Oh, Dennis, I don't like the idea of peeling this sticker off. I'm going to have to get some eucalyptus oil to get the glue off the body. So Dennis sent me... Actually, I might be able to use Tamiya body cleaner. Dennis sent me the fancy chrome logos for the front of this. Oh, that worked heaps better than I expected. Doing good. Need to get notification when you're going live. Complain to YouTube, that's all I can suggest. Make sure you click the notification bell and have it say make sure you have it say notify me of all videos, I believe is an option. That's all I can do, man. Like, people say all the time, I don't get notified. Like, every time I go live, I get an email that tells me... Nice. I get an email that tells me I've gone live. So, well, no, I've just gone live. Dennis says glue should come off a sticker. Unfortunately, Dennis, decals don't always work that way. You always end up with daggy bits on the truck. This is actually coming off now. If the decal's been on long enough, there's a very good chance you'll peel the decal off, but you'll be stuck with decal glue on your body. Eucalyptus oil will take that off your body. Tamiya body cleaner should too, but don't get it on your paint because it will rape your paint. Okay? No jokes. All serious business when I say that. It will eat your paint very, very quickly. It's okay on the outside of a Lexan body. Do not use it on painted surfaces. Do not use it on decals. It will eat decals. Come off, mate. We're nearly there. It's like one last little bit. There you go. Polycarbonate body cleaner. Have I got some earbuds? Q-tips, as the Americans like to call them, because Americans like to call everything different from someone else. Alright, so polycarbonate body cleaner. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip earbud, Q-tip, whatever you want to call it, in here, just a smidge. Just going to rub it over that glue real quick. The old decal glue. There's... Okay. It's got most of her off. Dan's got to get some sleep. No worries, dude. Thanks very much for hanging out. I'll put up some pictures later on of the truck so you can check it out as soon as you wake up. You know, a smidge more. And this also, of course, gives us a good base to put our new decal onto. Because of wiping any grease and that sort of fun shit off the truck too. Helps hide some scratches as well. Right. And brings back shine to your body. Just don't get it on decals. Just don't get it on decals. That'll do for now. That will. Right, so now I'm going to put on the lovely chrome decal that Dennis sent me. Lovely. Is that acetone base? I don't know what it's based. Here, you tell me. I'm sure you can Google exactly what it's got in it. If you want to tell me what it's based with, you let me know. Okay? Because I don't know. Just, I know how to use it. Only put it on paint you want to remove. Only put it on decals you want to wreck. You can use it on the outside of your body to clean your bodies. Don't put it on decals. It will wreck them. Okay, so I'm going to have to lift that body post up one now and lift that one up and just deal with the truck being a smidge higher, I think. Because that shit just hits everything. So I'll do that and then I'll put the Ford decal on now that we've cleaned off the old one. They're so annoying. This truck's going to look like a brand new one, mate. Right. Oh, this is the big one. I've got the small one here. I'm going to put a chrome dot on the back of each of these body posts. So now when I change it, I know exactly I'm lifting up one hole instead of, I don't want to stuff around counting and guessing. I can't twist around that much. My back won't take it. Okay. I must have already took that one out. What am I doing? Right, so now I lift that up one. I lift this up one. Lovely. Was that one? God, now it looks like a mile. That's where that was. That's one there. I think that's one. Here, have a great tip that I apparently don't know how to use myself. Dennis is off. The other Dennis. Right, they're even. See you on the next stream. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for being with us. It's awesome of you. Alright, so now I've got to lift this one up one. And this one's easy because there's only one hole poking up the top, so now we need two. This is killing my back. How long have we been going for? We're getting close to knock off time. Because my back is just not handling this. Which sucks ass, if I may say so. That feels like it's going to be too high. There, I guess that's it. So what's everyone working on that's working on something? If you are, I was hoping to do that spare tyre today, but I don't think I'm going to get time. Maybe we'll do that in the next one. And in the next stream we might even start building the Komodo. Now all going well, I'm going to do a gaming stream this afternoon. I'm going to push myself to keep doing them. I need to get certain numbers I need to hit. I need to hit an average of 3 viewers. And at the moment I'm at an average of 1.14 or some shit. Maybe 1.2. So if anyone can come and hang out, I don't care if you leave your phone sitting there just with it playing. I need to hit those averages, because then I can become an affiliate with Twitch. And then, if people should choose to, they can make donations, they can donate bits and all this sort of stuff, or whatnot else. Eyes are playing tricks on me. So any help would be massively appreciated. BCRC Gaming on Twitch. It still looks off. I've already come up one. I'm not coming up another one. There's only one other thing I can think of that'll get me out of this pickle, and that is a little piece of foam under this side of the truck. So when I push it down and clip it, it's so done. Why does one side sit lower than the other? They are the same. Just got my Tamiya Grand Hauler today. Nice. Good fun build for the Tamiya trucks. I wonder if they're angled. They don't look to be. What I was just looking at, all these runners that go up the inside of the body to hold all the excess stuff on the outside, I was kind of hoping they were angled. Because if that was the case, I could swap this one and this one over, and then maybe it angles it upwards, but I don't think I can. Which sucks butt. It does. It sucks butt. I'm sure they could have made that a slimmer design. Well poo. I'm not lifting it up any higher. It's just going to have to do for now. Because I like it sitting low, slow, and lazy. You know what I mean? Did you see the post in the group, Hans? List opens Friday. That's when the list opens. Josh, trying for me to bail out. See you next time. Maybe next game stream. No worries at all, dude. Thank you very much for being with us. It's very much appreciated. And thank you so very much for your support with the gaming streams. It's awesome. It's awesome having you come along and seeing you get a hoot out of it. Okay. So to do the tyre, so Dennis also sent me the spare tyre. I don't know how it mounts. That goes upwards. There's 3 bolts there. Is it just those 3 bolts go on the dealie? He did send me another back piece, so we can look at how all this goes. I can see where that one goes. So that goes that way. That one there. Where does that go? I need to drill more holes. Okay, so that's how that goes. That needs 2 holes drilled there and there. That sits in there, and then 1 hole goes into here. Okay. We could probably do that reasonably quickly. How big do the holes need to be? Just big enough for the bolt or what? Now Dennis did send me one of these with the full back piece on it with the hole already done. But I think for now I'm going to stick with the one I've got because the chrome works a little bit tidier, and it will save us a bit of time. Right, so we quickly undo these. Maybe we can do this really quick. Bumper mount isn't slightly tweaked. The bumper mount's perfect. The bumper's set like when you look at the front and rear bumpers without the body on it, it's perfect. It's just frustrating, man. It's annoying. Okay, undo that. Undo that. So those holes need to be big enough for these to go through. which is about, that's actually a pretty big hole. It's not just the bolt, it's that whole thing. Dang! Yeah, it has to be, because that sits against the back of there. Yowzers! Alright. I haven't checked it today. Yeah, there's a post there saying about the numbers will start Friday. And I'm going to run them the same way I always do. The numbers will be open for so long. There we go. That's ready for a bolt. I just have to drill these out, and that's probably going to be pretty bloody close. Still going to need to be bigger, but that's a good start. All right. All right, one done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that's not going to fit in there yet. No, I need my... whatever I've done with it. Another one of my presents from Dennis. He's a bloody good kid, that Dennis. I say kid, I don't know if he's older than me or not. Just for the sake of the story, let's just say he's older. Not sure if I put it back in here or not. Worst case, I can use a knife. Here we go. Body ram. Right, lovely. Oh. So this is just going to be a do a bit this big, do a bit this big, and test and try, etc. Okay, this still needs to be a bit bigger, I think. So, I've been thinking about the next giveaway truck after the SU4C, and I'm thinking we might do, because I like the look of them, the new F100 biaxial. What do you reckon? Think that's a good idea? I actually really quite like the look of that truck. I wouldn't mind one for myself, if I'm honest. Okay, so they still need to be a smidge bigger. I don't want to test my luck and push too hard and end up ripping a big hole in this. I'm sure using a knife's quicker than this. But this apparently is tidier. I used to just use knives all the time. And Dennis just figured he'd send me a proper reamer so I wouldn't just use my knife and make a horrible noise all over the bloody extreme. Is that one it? Pop back out, mate. Pop out. I need to get this side started too. The hole needs to be slightly bigger, I think. We're nearly there. Now once I've done this, we're going to call it a stream. So if you haven't already, give it a like, give it a share, subscribe if you need and you want. Alright. Righty then. So that goes like that. And then this piece goes on the back of here. And then these bolts go in here. And we do these bolts up. Lovely. Next one. Lovely. One more to go. Oh, and that's got our tyre fitted. Pops in there. Wicked. I do wish that was bent around there a bit more. That has to be how it goes. Just looks like that should be like that. I wonder if there's a trick with that bit. Or does it just need to be a bit bent? Because that should sit there. It's all fit correctly. Right. Hans, have you got the spare tyre on yours? Oh baby. Spare tire time, mate. For a Bronco right there. I do like that. I just need to try and get that to sit in a bit closer. Maybe I can heat up that plastic and give it a bit of a bend. Just to get that sitting in closer. But other than that, I do like that. So she's got fresh bumperinos, which look mint. Oh, that's so annoying. Fresh bumpers. I may even play with the side things and everything. I've got to do something to make this body sit nicer. So fresh front and rear bumpers. Look how shiny they are. And then the spare tyre holder, which is just awesome. I need mud flaps for this truck yet. And then we've got our off-on button, which we installed in this. And then, if you didn't see it earlier on, we modified the body on Hannah's truck, the Land Cruiser. Installed a bumper on it, installed side rock sliders and such. So feel free to go and check that out. I'm really liking how that's starting to look. That's got that spare tyre holder. It's just the right old school flavour this truck needs. What a beast. Huh? What do you think of that? Contacted Rob, we'll let you know how we get on. Awesome. Do let me know. Do let me know. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for this stream because my back is shagged. It's well done now, well cooked. I don't know exactly when the next one's going to be. I'll try not to have too much of a gap for you guys. It's hard moving all this stuff back and forwards to stream games, stream this and whatever else. Yeah, I'll do my best for you. Well, thank you very much everyone for watching. Do give it a like, give it a share if you wish to donate. There's a link in the description. Yeah, awesome. We shall see you on the next one. Take care and have fun with the hobby that is RC.